Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am back for another I Saw It in Somerset Studio Magazine. So I was a little bummed when I got this magazine because I feel like there's not any like Christmas ideas in here. And I get not everybody celebrates Christmas, so you know, I understand. I just thought it would be fun to have a few Christmas activities. This one could be, the angels definitely could be. You could make them more Christmassy. But today we're going to do some of these lovely ladies, and I'm going to, you know, give them a little hint towards Christmas. They're not going to be like screaming Christmas, but you know, they're going to have some Christmas bits. But of course, if you do not celebrate Christmas, then you could just, you know, do more of this type style. So no biggie. This one's by, I think it's Leaca Young. I don't know if I'm murdering her name. I apologize. I could be totally saying it wrong, but sweet ladies is what she calls them. So we're going to do something along these lines. She took ledger and put some paint over it, and we're going to just do it a tiny bit different. So, and like I said, I don't ever try to do the exact same thing. It's like, it's just a jumping off point for me. And so, you know, I'm never going to have the same things that they have or anything like that. I'm going to do some nice big size tags. And so I've cut, some manila file folder. I could not think of what that was called. At 7.5 by 4. 7.5 by 4 is the size that I am using. So, I want to say hugs and blessings before I forget. To Black Coffee and Wildflowers, Nancy and Julie, thank you so much for your kind comments. Thank you for watching my channel. I really appreciate all of you so much. And welcome to new subscribers. And welcome back to those of you who have watched me short time, long time. I love y'all. So I hope you're all doing wonderfully. I'm doing okay. Just trucking along through my day. So I do have some old ledger, but my ledger doesn't have any writing on it. So we're gonna do something a little bit different for that as well. I mean, you could write on it yourself, and I might do something a little bit like that. I just don't have the best handwriting in the world, or I feel like I don't. I think a lot of us feel like that. So I'm just gonna glue the ledger paper because it's so thin onto the manila file folder, just as a, you know, just to strengthen it because it's very floppy and flimsy. So yeah, yesterday was my mother-in-law's birthday, so we're going to go to dinner tonight, and I'll get to see my kids, which always just makes my day. We're actually going to go to the restaurant my daughter works at because she had to work, so she wouldn't have been able to go to dinner with us. Which, you know, she still doesn't get to eat with us, but at least we get to lay our peepers on her and see how she's doing, which is always good. Sean and I try to go usually once a week or so just to kind of see how she's doing. We don't see my son as much because he delivers pizza, and he doesn't deliver in our area. So I just have a stamp pad and some Tim Holtz stamps. Well, I have a Stampin' Up! One too that I'm going to use, but this one I'm going to do with the Tim Holtz because it's wording, and I think it can work to give you that sort of effect. I do like how the writing is on the ones that she did, but I just want to show different ways so that, you know, you feel like, oh, I could do that kind of thing. I'm just going to get kind of one side. I got a new stamp pad, and it's wonderful. Little like that. Maybe a little up here just to give us some background, right? And now I have it all over my fingers because I'm good at that. And then we're going to take, rather than paint, but you could paint now. So like if you want to paint. I'm going to take a piece of tissue paper. You could also use the, I don't know whatchamacallit, cicada wing paper. And I keep forgetting to link that. Someone asked me to link it for my Amazon. I will do that since I'm probably going to use it. It's just a little bit lighter and more see-through. This one I'm going to do a little bit darker. But you can use anything you want. You can use paint if you want to use paint. I just feel like doing it this way. I'm just going to take a section, not really stress about it. I don't even have to cover it at all, but I'm gonna. So what's going on with you guys? Anything exciting? I walked this morning and it was beautiful. We're just having some fantastic fall weather. I mean, it was cool, no doubt. It was 23 when I left, but the wind wasn't blowing or anything, so it really was just lovely. As long as you dress warm, you're fine. I want to find the shiny side because I want to put the shiny side down. I don't want to... It seems that tissue paper almost always has a shiny side. The Cicada wing paper doesn't, so that's something to think about. Well, yeah, it does. I lied. Never mind. They all kind of have a shiny side, I think. So I usually try to put those in a way that I won't see them. I got a little bit of black on that, but I like this because it wrinkles a little, and I like that look. So that's the way I'm doing mine. But you do you. Let me see, where's my... I'm going to turn it into a large tag, but you could also have it as a large journal card, which would be fun. Okay, I just realized, because I want to do some stitching on the art dolls, kind of like they did. So I'm going to, I think, this is how I'll do the bases, right? But let's get some of the art dolls together so that we can, sorry, I'm just moving stuff. So I can do some stitching on them, and then I'll come back and put them on bases. So I have this piece of Collage masterboard, and you can see I did this one yesterday, and I used some of that goofy watercolor paper I made the other day to go in there, and I added a few bits that could be Christmassy, you know, and like this one has this piece of paper and it says the Christmas tree. And then what you want to do is just tear it out, and we'll do another one, but this is the one I kind of just wanted to get size about how I wanted it. Tear it out so that it sort of maybe looks like a dress, or however you want to interpret it. That's, you know, the way she did it, sort of as a dress. She did it different. She said paint, you know, get the ledger paper, put the paint on, let it dry. Then she found a head of a lady. Like these I cut out of the Tim Holtz photo booths, because they were a little bit more current. A lot of the paper dolls, this is one of the paper dolls, kind of tend towards the Victorian era. I am going to use this little girl, but I might want to use these in the journal that I'm working on right now, which is 1933, which obviously this is more 40s, but I'm not going to worry about that. So I wanted them a little more current than the paper dolls that are a lot more Victorian looking. And like I have this lady, this is out of the photo booth, and this one's out of the photo booth as well. So that's what I am using as the heads. And then we're also going to take some wings, and these are from my it's one of my art doll sets, and I can't remember which one, but I'll try to remember to link it in the description box below this video. So if you're looking for wings, then you can have some wings. So what we want to do is kind of get an idea of how we want to put this together, and then we can do some stitching on it. Sorry, I just that was like, draw blank. It's called thinking about next steps and stuff like that. And then my brain just goes, we're doing something else right now. No chatting for you. And I'm just using vintage photo. And I'm going to use some art glitter glue. And I'm using my Scotch permanent glue stick. I could definitely use my PVA on these too. And it would work just fine. I like the PVA. I have no issues. It's a lot cheaper than art glitter glue. So I like how it says Velma on there, but we're gonna do it like this. So you basically want to tear your body. It's very loose for a body, but anyways, so that it fits whatever you're putting at the top, right? Because otherwise it doesn't really make sense in your brain how that is going to work. And then I'm just going to kind of put these where her shoulders would be, because that seems to make the most sense. So we'll build these up and then we can put them on the backs. The bases would be a better term, I think. Okay, and I'm going to add some things onto her as well, which kind of it's also what the lady said that made the other ones, the ones in the Somerset Studio Magazine. This is just, I don't remember where these are from. I'll try to remember to link these as well, because all this stuff was just kind of in my Christmas stash that I pulled out. So I don't really know exactly where they're from, but anyway, I thought they would be fun. It would be fun to put that on there. So yeah, it's going to have a Christmas flair. This one's a little more Christmassy because of that paper, but I'm going to try not to make them obnoxiously Christmassy. But again, you can do them however you want to. Super Christmassy, not Christmassy at all. Yeah, I just thought there might be, God, everything's sticking to me, like 1 or 2 projects that were kind of Christmassy. Because some of their past magazines do have more Christmas projects. But it's okay, we can make our own, right? No worries. Yeah, I thought it would be fun to do them so that I can put one of them in the journal I'm working on. Which, if you usually only watch the Somerset Studio videos, I'm working on a Christmas 1933, I think I said that already, journal, so. And the only reason it's that specific is because I had a November 1933 newspaper that had all kinds of fun images of Santa and stuff like that in it. So that's why I decided to be that specific about it. Wasn't there something else I was going to add? Maybe that was it. See, and then she can go on there, and you could do some splattering, and we'll do some other things, but I'm going to set it aside and we'll make another one so that I can stitch on them like I mentioned. And then I'll come back and put them on there, or at least one on a base. It's always tricky trying to figure out. Let's maybe do this lady. I think I'll probably do something like that. I don't like the way that edge is over there, so I think I'm going to try to straighten this out a little bit, or at least take that part off, and I'll save it because I will use that for something undoubtedly. So you kind of want to, like I said, figure out about how wide the front part is, and then you can just kind of tear down from there. One problem I was having was wherever the different papers were on there, it wanted to kind of rip a little different than I wanted it to, but you know, you just gotta be the boss of it. you can. So there's another one. Obviously, that's nothing amazing, but you get the idea. It definitely gives it that shape. And I don't know if I want it this tall, because I think that might be too tall with her head. But yeah, it'd be real close. So we're going to take a little bit off the bottom. We'll just do it here. And you can make them whatever size you want. If you're wanting like something really tall for maybe a package or something, because these would be fun to make some up and then put them on top of your packages. Just for something different, you know? It gets so like, with all the manufactured bows and whatever, I don't know. Sometimes I like to do something different on my packages. So that would be fun. Oh, so did I finish saying? So she put these down and then she kind of pieced together a dress out of little bits of paper and fabric and things like that. So I'm just doing a different way. To me, this is easier. Make a whole page of collage masterboard and then tear it to whatever you like and add some bits to it. That just seems easier to me, but you can definitely do it the way she did it. And then that way you can create your dress a little bit more visually how you want it. So it's all personal, you know, however works best for you. Makes the most sense in your mind, because we all think differently. So I'm not saying you have to do it the way I'm doing it. Some ticking would be fun. See, so this one could definitely go not Christmassy at all, because it's just like that. But I want mine to be Christmassy. I think they'd be fun on Christmas cards too. This stuff doesn't tear. That piece. I have this little green bit. This is some really cheap fabric, because every time I tear it, it does the craziest stuff. Like, I don't even know. It's so funny how some fabrics are really good and they tear perfectly straight and all that, and other ones you're just like, what even in the world is happening? Yeah, that's this fabric, whatever it is. It's kind of garbage, honestly. It's great for journaling because, you know, we use little bits like this. But I don't know that it would be great to, you know, make clothes with. But I'm no guru, so. I don't know what's going on. My whole family's jabbering at each other right now. I'll catch you up later. But if you keep hearing the ding, that's what it is. They're all a-talking. Well, when I say my whole family, I mean my husband and kids. I do have other family members. All right, I pinched that a little. Just so you can see kind of what I'm doing. I know it's hard with the camera because it's, if I come in too close, everybody feels like it's nosebleed, like they're like, wow, could you back up? And if I don't come in close enough, then nobody can see. So I try to show you guys what I'm doing. If I can remember to use my brain. I'm just taking that down a notch. I just doop, 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 because it's real white. And when I stitch, this will all get grabbed. Eek! Stop grabbing my fingers. All right, I'm feeling Christmassy. I'm gonna put this somewhere on here. Oh, you know what might work good? To use a bit of this. If I can find, oh, do you just want to scream sometimes with these? I do. I'm feeling Christmassy, oh so Christmassy. Sorry, I can't sing. I'll stop. Definitely can't sing. Linda at Homemade Iowa, because we were doing that, making those journals together. And she cracks me up because she sings all the time. But I mean, you know, she's not bad at it. It's just so funny. Everything she says, practically, she can come up with a song to go along with it. She's a hoot. Love my friends. They're so sweet. And they're doing coolest stuff. Like, it's so fun to see what they're making. All right. I might put a little piece of ivy. This was in one of the Christmas art doll kits. Like I said, I just went digging through my stuff to see whatever I had that could work. Does she want a wing or two? To me, she looks turned, so I'll probably only put one wing on her. Do you want a green wing? I like that one better. And you don't have to put wings on them at all. She put wings on one of hers, not all of them, so it's just whatever you feel like. Is that? Yeah. Sorry, I was having a dilemma figuring that out. So I just put it kind of where I think the shoulder is. You can use butterflies too, you know, just cut them in half or whatever to get the wing. So I'm just going to put one wing on that one because, like I said, I feel like she's turned to the side. So this one a little closer up so you can kind of see that one. Okay, and we'll do another one. Let's see, what do I want? Could use that over there. Maybe I like these red polka dots. I'll use this paper for something, so I'm not really concerned about exactly how I tear it. So you kind of want a little smaller at the top, and then, you know, to kind of like a bell, sort of a whatever type shape you feel like works for you. And it does help to use your other hand too, like I'm doing, so it doesn't get as crazy out of control, because it can. That's what happened with the first one I did. It got a little wild. And then I don't like the way it's just straight over here, so I'm going to go ahead and tear it a bit as well. So a little smaller, and then maybe there's not going to be a lot of variation here because we're right up against the edge. And again, I don't know that I want it that tall, but I want that to stay. I'll just take a little more off of the top here. Is that going to stick out? You can always cut your dolls a little more and it'll work. Might want to round a little just so it doesn't look like it's just chopped. Okay, I like it. Yeah, it's a cold one here today. And see, you always find the loose bits from collaging, so I try to fix those when I can. If it will work. Yeah, these are great tags because, you know, they're just, I just do my master boards on kids' drawing paper. It's kind of that vanilla color. And so you can easily write on the back of that. What else? Down here. And over here. Okay. So I think this is a pretty easy process. Whoa. I mean, I don't think, oh my goodness, can't pick her up. Think it's hard at all. And it's good use of these photo booth pictures. Sometimes I can definitely figure out things to do with them, and you can really use them anywhere, but other times I feel like, what am I going to do with these? And you get quite a lot in a package, so the more ideas, the better. Of course, you could use anything, though. If you don't have these Tim Holtz photo booths, you just need a head and, you know, maybe a shoulders type thing. But you don't have to have these Tim Holtz pieces. You could do it with any old images. Because she didn't use Tim Holtz stuff. I just knew that would be the easiest for me. A Christmas tree. This is from Rachel. Oh, maybe I want to use some of that. Rachel at Roxy Creations. I thought I didn't have any left, but I found this little bag of, it's her Florentine paper, and I, for the life of me, could not figure that out the other day. I was like, what is that paper called? It's Florentine paper. And I love it, and I covet it, and I don't ever want to use it. It's definitely one of my favorite things ever. But the Christmas that I bought it, I used it quite a bit, and because I bought 2 packages of it. I'm just going to kind of rough that up. We're going to put a little strip of that. A little bit of this gold might be good because I thought it would be fun. I have these funny gold wings too. They're more almost like a bug wing, but it's all right. It'll be fine. I mean, so you can see the size pieces of paper I'm using. You can just use scraps. Get rid of the scraps, the never-ending scraps. I also have, this is a piece of mistletoe. That would be kind of fun, huh? Yeah, I like that. You can definitely do these up in many ways. And like I said, do them not for Christmas too, because They're super fun. And that's easy. That's an easy way to do an art doll. Because you're not trying to find arms and legs and all the things, you know, which can be a little bit daunting sometimes. Throwing my fabric on the floor. I want that back behind there a little bit, coming out here. A little mistletoe. Okay, I'm not going to use the tree on that one. I have a tree on that other one. We might use the tree on the little girl, but I do like the gold wings. Some type of bug. Could be dragonfly wings. I don't know. I'm just getting some glue off the back there. Okay, and we'll do the little girl, and then I'll go do some stitching, and I'll come back and put one all the way together. So what is her dress going to be like? I think I'll use a bit of this paper, so let's see. Maybe we want it this direction. This makes my hands hurt. I don't know why. Well, I'm gonna have to trim that a little. I got a little carried away. We can do that. Oh, I can't pick those up. That's so crazy. That works. She's a little bit shorter. Not a lot, but we can take a little bit more of this off. She looks like she's got snowflakes on her bottom of her dress there. Where's my scissors? Okay, what does she want on her little dress? Something cute, because she's adorable. Oh, we could use some of this. That'd be fun. I like this one. I apologize. I don't know what they're talking about, but they're just ding, ding, dinging away. My phone's off. It's my iPad making the noise, but because it's in here with me, You guys get to listen to it. I like it. It's cute. I love those little doodles. You could just doodle right on the doll too. That would be cute too. So you don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. Whoa. I just have this, so I want to use it. So it must be lifting, yes. Because that's 2 pieces of book page. I just obviously did not get this edge very glued. Because it's wanting to lift. Okay. And then maybe a saying. Dear Santa Claus. It's cute. Be good for goodness sake, sure. She looks like she's pretty good. Pretty nice little girl. I think I'm going to have to put it down here because it's not going to fit at the top. Eek. And then she needs wings. What do I have left? Not a lot. Those are big wings. I mean, she doesn't have to have wings either. Oh my goodness. I'm struggling today. I cut my nails, but not like that much. Those ones look a little better for some reason. Yeah, we could do that. I'm making all mine angels. Oh, I need that. What am I doing? Losing my mind. Okay, I'm going to go do some stitching and I shall return. Okay, I'm back. I know you're like, well, where are the angels? They're here, they're here. I got them all done. This one I put a bunch of thread down on the bottom. And then this, I just mostly stitched that on and then stitched around. This one I pretty much just stitched around. Same with the little girl here, but I have an idea for her. I don't think I'm going to put her on one of the bases. I think I'm going to put her in my journal. This is my 1933 collaboration journal. I think she'll just be kind of a page edge thing. Let's put her... I think I'll leave her just as a little tuck. Like I'll glue her head and her wings because these wings are thin, but just leave her body as kind of a tuck. I think would be fun. I'm going to rough that up a little bit. More of that page edge. It's 2 pieces of book page edge, and then I just doodled on it. A lot of you saw me do it, but if you, like I said, some people just watch the Somerset Studio Magazine videos. So I just want to make sure we all know what we're talking about here. I think I'm going to glue her on there and turn it into a tuck. Yeah, I just, you know, went off the rails a little there, but that's what we do. I just think these angels are fun, and I think you could just make the angels, honestly, because they're just cute. I guess I didn't need to do that part yet, but... And that'll be glue across the bottom. I'm going to have to put some glue under here too, so that edge doesn't get caught all the time on whatever you're tucking in there. Just mixing it up a little. This part up here I'm not going to worry about leaving open because I just think it'll be more of a pain. You know, you can't with those wings because they're too floppy. But if you had some strengthened wings, you could probably do that. She's too cute. Just want to put her in the journal. And then if you want her to stand out a little more, which is what we'll probably do on the tag too, is just kind of go, this is just Stabilo all pencil. You could use a pen, you could use regular pencil. Just go around the edge a little. And I don't even think I'm going to get it wet. I'm just, maybe, yeah. It needs to blend a little better. I thought I wasn't. So I just have a water pen. Oh my goodness, maybe. I can never get these things open. I don't know why they're so hard to open. I only use water in it. It's not like... They're just real stiff. Okay, that'll have to dry. But now you can tuck a little something back there. I don't know what yet, but anyway, it'll be a little tucky spot. All right, so there's that one. She's cute. And then we'll do some of these other ones, or at least one of them, so you can see it on the background. Her, I guess it doesn't really matter. I think I want her on there. These ones I might have to make a little bit smaller tag. Yeah, She just fills it out a little bit better. So, but that's not a problem. I can definitely do that. Let's get her glued on. Oh, I had a question about last week's. I think it was Renice asked me if the glue lines went away. Let me grab it and we'll look at it. I keep forgetting to do that, so I don't even know if they went away. I don't think I want to glue the other ones down to cards yet, because I might want to use them for other things. But this is the full one, like the magazine. Let me grab last week's. It's hard. I think it mostly went away, but you can still see it in a few spots. Yeah, you can still see it. Once it dried, you can still see it. But I ended up covering a lot of it up anyway. But yeah, that's something to think about with old papers, that a lot of times the liquid glue does show through. So yeah, that was a goofball move on my part. All right, you guys, so let's look at the original. And definitely, you know, consider making some, not Christmas, or if you don't celebrate it, then also you're probably not going to want that one, these ones. But I think it's a fun thing to make, regardless of what papers you use. It's a great use of scraps and all that. And you can see these are like, it looks like something printed on copy paper or whatever, cardstock, and then printed. And she's got fabric, butterflies, plants. I mean, you could do it a million ways. Big butterfly wings. There's a nest right there, bird's nest, and fabric. So yeah, I just wanted to do the Christmas version, but of course you do you. They're kind of fun, and I love them. I'm back again. I forgot to show you guys because I am ditzy like that. Because I said we would do something else to these, and I did the black on the book, which you saw, the Stabilo All pencil, but I think because I'm doing these Christmassy, normally I do definitely like the Stabilo All, but I might just go around this one in gold. And I'm doing it like all jaggedy this way and that way, and you probably can't see it because it's really hard. But I'm not following the lines perfectly is what I'm saying. Just to give her something to make her stand out a little bit more. In the magazine, and I'll show you that in just a second, she used like pencil or something, or the Stabilo All she may have used. But I don't think I want that much black on these. I mean, I've already got the lettering in black in the background, and I just don't think I want it like that. I forgot this part. I do that sometimes. So you can see the gold going around. I think I just like that look for these because I did them Christmassy, but I definitely like the black around the ones that aren't Christmassy. Of course, you can do them however in the world you like. This is just the Candied Apple Distress Oxide. This 5 is pretty thick. I've used it a lot. Just want to make sure it's not coming out black. I want the red. So you could stamp on them. Another thing, if I could find a regular pencil. There were like numbers and stuff, so you could go just real whatever kind of writing. That kind of just real, like, not all perfect, right? Yeah, so any kind of marks you want to make, a check. There's like a check over there, but just, I don't know, fun little doodly things on there. It would be good too. Any stamping, yeah, any other doodling would work. So I just think I like that gold better, and I kind of wish I would have done that in here. It just, I think with the Christmas ones, the black just looks real dark to me. I mean, I generally love that, but for some reason, I'm not loving it as much on this. So I think I'm going to go over that again. And it may be because of the colors and stuff that I have behind there. So sometimes you gotta look at it again, you know, and come back and do something different. I mean, I do that a lot. Actually gonna go around the whole thing. But you do you. You know, you do it the way you like it. I love her big, huge bow. So adorable. Okay, so there's her all bedecked and bedazzled, right? So let's look at our originals. Let's see what we got. Maybe. So you can see like this is pen or maybe pencil going around, and she like didn't even follow into the line. She just did it like real quick. But you can see this is that sort of just quick writing. I think that's what she might have done on her ledger first, or even after, I don't know, after the paint. But there's all kinds of things on these. There's fabric, they're stitched. So yeah, I don't know. That was just my take on it. I wanted to do something Christmassy, so I hope you guys liked it. I hope you give it a try in whatever style you like. And yeah, these I might use as tags or something kind of like I did with her. So, but I do like this. This turned out really cool too. So just some options. I hope you have an awesome weekend, and I will chat with you again soon. Love ya. Bye.